How many millions of us have dreamed of competing against our personal sporting heroes one-on-one? To see if we can beat the best in the world. In Beat the Pro, ordinary viewers can do just that. In this new primetime weekly series, ordinary members of the public get a chance to take on their sporting heroes at the game they love and win. The structure is simple. Each week for 4 weeks, viewers will compete against the pros at 4 different sports. Soccer. Can you beat David Seaman in a penalty shootout? Snooker. Can you play a safety shot that will stump Dennis Taylor? Golf. Stuck in a bunker, can you get closer to the hole than Nick Faldo? And cricket. Can you protect your wicket against Phil Tufnell? Finally, in the 5th week, the 4 show winners will come back and compete against each other to be the Beat the Pro champion and take home the £100,000 grand prize. All the games in Beat the Pro will be shot live in an auditorium studio set, where all the 4 sports can easily be staged, with a rabble-rousing crowd cheering the contestants on. To get on the show, viewers apply each week by SMS or on our premium telephone line, and each week we select the 4 amateurs who are going to try and beat the professional at their own game. Potentially, the contestant selection could also be done in conjunction with an advertiser. Beat the Pro will allow them to promote their core brand values in a novel and impactful way. Each of our contestants will be able to demonstrate some real skill in one of the sports, but not necessarily in all 4. Then, to give them an even better chance of upsetting the pros in the studio, we give our 4 contestants a week's worth of coaching by famous stars in each sport. During the show, we will air highlights of the training and see how the experts improve their skills and psych them up for the daunting challenge that lies ahead.
It's the football section, it's the penalty kick.
In the studio, the audience will be selected from those unlucky viewers who called in to be a contestant but didn't make the grade. And at the end of each show, one of them will be randomly chosen to play in a final Beat the Pro end game called the Golden Shot, where they can win themselves a huge cash prize. Each programme of Beat the Pro is easy to follow, with a simple structure for the desired family team demographic. Our hosts introduce this week's 4 contestants. We learn a little about them and which sport they are best at. We get a sense of who they are so the audience at home can connect with them and want to root for them during the show. We randomly select the running order for this week's 4 sports. This is the Wheel of Destiny. And then it's round 1. The penalty king. We see some video highlights of them training, and then each of our 4 contestants takes 3 penalties against the one and only David Seaman. That's 12 high-pressure moments of extreme tension. And the contestant with the lowest score is eliminated. In round 2, the snooker wizard. The 3 remaining contestants each have 3 chances to make the black ball safe on the table so that Dennis Taylor can't pot it successfully. We see some of their preparation and then it's for real. That's another 9 anxious, edgy moments for the contestants. And the one with the lowest score goes home. The remaining 2 players now compete in round 3, chip to the pin, where they must get the ball out of the bunker and closer to the hole than Nick Faldo. Remember, the professional has to get the ball in the 10-yard circle. Otherwise, our amateur has won. They each have 3 nail-biting attempts, and the loser is eliminated. So now, 1 contestant is left to play Batsman Braveheart. Phil Tufnell will bowl 3 nerve-wracking leg spinners down the pitch to our final player. Behind the stumps is Jack Russell. All our contestant has to do is to protect his wicket, not get out. But he must also hit the ball. If he succeeds, he wins a cash prize of £20,000. And of course, he also knows that he's going on to the final champion show in a few weeks' time. If Phil gets him out, then the £20,000 goes to a sporting charity, but our finalist still gets to be in the grand final show. Finally, at the end of the show, one of our studio audience will come onto the set and try and win £50,000 in the Golden Shot. Before today's show started, we randomly selected a studio member and also randomly chose which of our 4 sports they're going to compete in. This, again, was done by spinning the wheel of destiny. During the show, they work backstage with an expert in that particular sport, honing their skills and learning the tricks and the pitfalls. Now, at the end of the show, our hosts bring them onto the set and give them one chance to beat the pro. Get it right, they win the cash. Fail, and the £50,000 rolls over to next week. A final moment of suspense, tension, and stress. So that's Beat the Pro. A new and innovative primetime show that plays to the sought-after family demographic and captures the interest of fans and players of 4 of the country's most popular sports. Beat the Pro is designed for worldwide television. Imagine table tennis in Japan. Imagine baseball in America. That is what Beat the Pro is all about. Beat the Pro has vast commercial appeal and immense revenue possibilities through interactive participation by viewers via SMS and telephone calls. Beat the Pro is an ideal show to capture the hearts and minds of the public, with famous sporting personalities, high tension, contestants to root for, big money prizes, and the abiding and enduring appeal of the country's biggest sports. And don't forget, charities will benefit. Beat the Pro.
Can't believe a bit of them.